Hello everyone. Today I'm going to deal with the story The Tiger King from Class 12 Vistas textbook. The story is a humorous illustration of the whims and fancies of a king who feels that he can change his fate by hunting tigers. This story has a unique style of narration as it deals with extremely grave social issues in a humorous manner.
Satire. A literary device of writing or art which principally ridicules its subject, often as an intended means of provoking or preventing change. Humor, irony, and exaggeration are often used to aid this.
What is irony? Wikipedia defines verbal irony as a contradiction between a statement's stated and intended meaning. Similarly, situation irony is defined as the disparity of intention and result, when the result of an action is contrary to the desired or expected effect.
Let's go through the meanings of the difficult words from the textbook to understand the chapter better. Stuka bomber, a German bomber aircraft that was used in the Second World War. Indomitable, undefeatable. Abode, a place of residence. Final abode refers to the final destination of the soul, that's heaven. Stupefaction, shock. Enunciated, to pronounce clearly. Rife, widespread. Coat of Wards, a legal body created by the East India Company. Tuft, a bunch of hair held together at the base. Fling, throw. Carcass, dead body of an animal. Deliberations, discussions. Harakiri, a ritual of suicide practiced in Japan. Brandishing, waving as a sign of threat. Wantonly, carelessly. Flout, to go against something or someone. Suppurating, a wound filled with pus. Let's move on to the next segment of the chapter Tiger King's summary, the astrologist's prediction and the miracle. When the Maharaja of the Pradipundapuram was 10 days old, the chief astrologer predicted that the tiger would be the reason for his death as he was born in the hour of bull. There was a rumor widespread in his kingdom that he raised an intelligent question to the astrologer regarding the manner of his death when he was just 10 days old. Childhood of the Maharaja. The crown prince was brought up like the other crown princes of the Indian states which followed the Western culture. He was tutored by an Englishman, drank the milk of an English cow, brought up by an English nanny, and watched only English movies. First tiger hunt by the king. At the age of 20, he became the king and decided to challenge the astrologer's prediction by tiger hunting for his self defense. When the king was overjoyed after killing the first tiger, the astrologer warned him about the 100th tiger which would become a threat to the king's life. The astrologer was confident about the king's death due to a tiger and he challenged to burn all the books on astrology, cut his tuft, and change his profession if his prediction goes wrong. The king started hunting tigers to change his fate by killing the 100th tiger, and hence he came to be widely known as the Tiger King. The next part of the story deals with a British officer's visit and how the king's throne was in danger. The Tiger King confronted many obstacles while hunting tigers, and once his throne was in danger when he refused permission to a high ranking British officer to hunt tigers in his kingdom. And you know what he did to save his kingdom? The Maharaja sent 50 diamond rings, expecting the officer's wife to accept one or two, but all the rings were accepted by her. Even if he lost 3 lakhs rupees, he could save his kingdom by pleasing the British officer and his wife with 50 diamond rings. The next part deals with the extinction of tigers. The tiger population became extinct in Pradipandhapuram after he killed 70 tigers. He instructed the Diwan to find out a girl from the royal family with a large tiger population so that he can hunt the remaining 30 tigers. After his marriage, he started hunting tigers from his father-in-law's kingdom, but when he reached the 99th tiger, the tiger population became extinct even in his father-in-law's kingdom. Next part of the story deals with the search for the 100th tiger and the victims of the king's frustration and anger. The Maharaja announced a 3-year exemption from all taxes for the villagers who inform him about the tiger in the hillside of a village. He doubled the land tax and dismissed many officers from job when his anger was at its peak due to his futile search for the last 100th tiger. Next is the killing of the 100th tiger. The Diwan brought a tiger from the People's Park in Madras in order to save his own job and dragged the tiger to the forest where the king was waiting for the last tiger. Finally, the Maharaja shot the 100th tiger. As he was overcome with elation of fulfilling his vow of proving the astrologer's prediction wrong, he failed to notice that the tiger has only fainted due to the shock of the bullet whizzing past. The king was unaware that the 100th tiger was killed by the hunters to save their job. The Maharaja's son's birthday gift and the ironical ending. After completing the mission of killing 100 tigers, the king decided to spare time with his son by giving a special gift on his birthday. He gifted a wooden tiger. He was unaware that it was made by an unskilled carpenter and so the surface was rough. A sliver on the surface of the toy tiger pierced into the king's hand, and the next day the infection spread all over his arm. 3 surgeons from Madras performed operation but failed to save the king's life. Ironically, the hunted tiger was a wooden tiger which took its final revenge upon the Tiger King, and hence the astrologer's prediction turned out to be true. Hence, the ending proves how the nature takes its revenge on the arrogance and power of man when man exploits the nature and creatures of earth. Let's do an activity associated with the hidden themes of the chapter. There are several incidents of animal cruelty and exploitation of human beings in the chapter. Pick out those incidents and express your opinion as shown here. As a solution to this sort of social evils prevailing in our society, let's become acquainted with several acts against cruelty of animals like the Animal Welfare Act 1966, Endangered Species Act 1973, and the right against exploitation as referred in the Article 23 and 24 under Indian Constitution. So, let's search out for more such acts made by the government for the welfare of animals, human beings and nature and write in the columns as shown here. For checking your comprehension of the chapter, you can solve the short answer questions and long answer questions provided here. Hope you like the story with this interesting ending that he killed 100 tigers but he died due to a wooden tiger.